So we are back, and absolute number one priority for us this episode has got to be taking Dread Rock. I briefly thought about whether there was value in trying to upgrade our settlements. Particularly, we could try to get Shattered Stone Bay here upgraded a little bit so that he's in a more defensible position by the time Helman Gorst attacks us. However, we really need to risk losing Shattered Stone Bay if it means being able to take Dread Rock. So I think what that really means, let's go ahead and upgrade Kugoth here. Don't think there's any real reason to take the blue line for the time being. Maybe eventually we'll want him to have Lightning Strike, but it's not a priority. We can't take any more of his specialty skills just yet. So what we are going to want to do is beef up our Nurgling units. So let's get to that. If I can find where they are, this is it. So this is the first rank of this is only speed, which is not great, but by the third rank of it, we get the 6% physical resistance, which is quite nice. And the reason why I said at some point we might want to upgrade our Nurglings to the Beasts of Nurgle is that they will also benefit from this same upgrade. So we're going to take this for now. And we're going to take Children of Nurgle. That does a little bit of healing whenever we cast the Miasma of Pestilence. I like Rancid Visitations because... Actually, I'm going to take Rancid Visitations. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel that. By the way, I mentioned it in another video, but... I totally understand why they added this reset all skill points, and I totally understand why probably most players would take advantage of it. I, however, will not ever use it, and I don't like it personally, because to me it is very immersion breaking to think that a hero or a lord, a character, can forget everything that they've already learned and learn a whole bunch of new things instead instantaneously. That just doesn't, like I said, it's immersion breaking. And I generally play for immersion, so I just won't be using it. So I'm going to actually use I'm going to learn Rancid Visitations, I think, instead of Children of Nurgle. If we should happen to have enough Winds of Magic and be fighting a particularly difficult lord, I want to be able to have this as an option. Let's take a look here at our ancillaries. Nothing really of any use. Let's go ahead and we probably want to give Voxtrog the Regurgitator here. He's a decent melee combatant. I'm going to beef up his combat abilities at some point, but I think we need right now to just focus on campaign movement. It's almost always the go-to. Let's go ahead and now recruit. I think we're going to go ahead and get the Beast of Nurgle at this point. Does he have Siege Attacker? He does have Siege Attacker. That alone will make him useful in a fight against a settlement. We can go ahead and recruit a few more units. I don't want to completely destroy our economy. That's 17 units, most of them rubbish. Plus our lord from our second army. I think that's really all we can afford. And it does actually preclude us also from being able to afford a settlement upgrade, but that is what it is. The Beast of Nurgle, he'll get a little bit of healing this turn. Not quite as much as as I would like, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think he does come with innate healing. What's it called? He's got physical resistance, which is good. He's got slime trail. I forgot they had that. That's good as well. Regeneration, yeah. So they come out of the box with regeneration, so that'll be good. Give him a chance to regenerate a little bit even when the battle starts. So next turn, what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to get him into channeling stance. Let's start getting some extra winds of magic as quickly as possible. We want to be able to hit Dread Rock ASAP. Actually, is there any way that we can reach Dread Rock? Let's find out. He has no armies with which to attack us. If we can lay siege to Dread Rock next turn to give us time to get Kugoth down there, then that would be really, really good. Let's go ahead and increase our growth, I suppose. Several good ones here at the first tier. This is another example of how CA has just been neglecting Nurgle. The early technology upgrades for climates are still the ones associated with the Chaos campaign, which is obviously worthless to us. There's no Chaos Wastelands anywhere near where Nurgle starts now. Okay, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. I wonder if they would... Ooh, non-aggression pact. How much would they give us for that?
Do not like your mask, no faz.
It'll be 10 turns before we want to go to war with them anyway, so that's okay. And that's if they don't get wiped out by Gorst. I thought Topek Spawn might actually want to make peace with us, and look at this, negative 236. Okay, building upgrade available. We can now afford to upgrade a settlement. Well, or we could buy another unit, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to upgrade Shattered Stone Bay because I think it's just going to be too vulnerable to Gorst in the short term. So let's go ahead and do Shattered Stone Isle here. And we know a Lord is going to appear at Dread Rock. He's immediately going to go into recruiting stance, but if we can stop him from actually doing any recruiting by laying siege, then we definitely want to do that. As expected. Okay. So we've got our first growth building up. That'll be good. This will over time start to give us additional summonable Nurglings as well. We only have 42 infections, so we can't do another... What are these things called? Plague Cultist. We can't do one of them at this point. Now, can you reach and lay siege? Continue siege. Now, here's the thing about this. I might lose this Lord. If his Lord feels like he's stronger than our Lord, obviously they're going to attack us and force us to break the siege, but he might also then chase us out of the city and attack us to wherever we retreat to. That is a concern, but it's just something that I'm going to have to accept as a risk. Let's go ahead and come out, and let's get you... Let's go ahead and get you to here. And hopefully what this means, if he does attack us, we'll retreat to within range where Kugath can support him. Okay. Not really a whole lot we can do this turn other than that. We can watch our pathetic, paltry economy. Might as well build some siege equipment, I suppose, but it's not like we'll ever actually be able to use it. Yeah, watch our pathetic economy barely make any money whatsoever, but it'll improve a little bit when we get the, well, a very little bit when we get this built, but also this will start upgrading on its own, and by the time it gets to tier 4 here, it's making 300 per turn. So it's a long-term game with Nurgle, but they do eventually start to do pretty well. Okay, let's check our diplomacy.
In shadow.
Nothing to do. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Expect him to attack us, and just cross our fingers that when we retreat, we do retreat to a safe spot. I don't understand. I do not understand. Okay. Well, this is an example of where there's no point in fighting the battle, because obviously we're not going to be able to destroy any of his units. Alright, well. There's still things about this game that I don't understand. Yep, he's dead. Okay. Alright. I wonder if it could just be because there was no place for him to retreat. I don't understand why there wouldn't be, but if it means still being able to capture... Look at this. We can't reach. We may not be able to reach even if we... even in 2 turns. We should be able to. But I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and go into channeling stance. No. Yeah, I don't need to go into channeling stance. I've got plenty of Winds of Magic coming in anyway. Let's go ahead and... what about raiding stance? We'll get 128. But it reduces our movement more than I'm comfortable with. Okay, we're just going to stay in regular stance. What about ambush stance? 80%. Okay, let's do... there's really no value to ambush stance. Okay, at this point I'm just wasting time. We'll just stay in normal stance. That is a glaring example of how the campaign movement mod is affecting us here. So it is what it is. He's going to be stronger than us after 1 turn of recruiting. But we are going to lay siege anyway, and he might sally out and attack us. I don't know that we'll be able to be the attackers and take him down unless we siege it down a little bit. Nurgle, just thinking about it for a second, I don't think any of these units can even take advantage of the towers, the siege tower, or not siege towers, the whatever you call the siege weapon that you build that lets you climb up onto the walls. Because I don't think any of these units can go can go up on walls. I could be wrong. So it's going to have to be breaking down the gates. I don't think Kugath's his ranged attack can break gates either. So they're really, really very much nerfed against settlements, walled settlements. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get... What's a good technology to research here? Most of these are fairly worthless. Let's take highly infectious. It's at least of some value. Actually, no. Plague flesh poppies is something that we will eventually make use of. Now, not really... Not really anything that we can do to help us out, is there? Our own armies don't benefit from any of these, no. Okay. All right, let's give this another turn, and then we'll attack them next turn, and just cross our fingers. Hopefully he can't produce more than 4 units in one turn. Interesting. It's not what I expected. So clearly he is expecting us to lay siege to his city. But what we're going to do instead, we'll take the plague toads. What we're going to do, if we can reach him, we can't reach him. That's why he did that. All right, close defeat. We're not going to attack because it's going to take us forever to break down his walls. I'm not going to attack this turn, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and build a couple battering rams. They are called siege towers, okay. And a couple siege towers just in case I'm wrong and we do actually have units that can use them. But see, if I were to go ahead and attack... Yes, we have the beast himself who's a siege attacker, but we have increased the strength of the defenses, both the garrison army itself on the defense, but also I'm pretty sure the building, the towers and the walls and the barricades, or I should say the gates and the barricades, maybe the walls too. I'm pretty sure they all have increased strength now. So we would be sitting outside his walls just letting their towers shoot at us for a very long time, and we don't have the type of army that can withstand that. So we're not going to attack just yet. We are going to see if they attack us and hope for the best if they do, and if they don't, we will wear them down eventually. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and get a growth building going here. And several more turns we'll be able to get Nurgle Hollow. We'll get Shattered Stone Bay to upgrade to Nurgle Hollow. Or even better would be if we can get Dread Rock to be ours by that point, and we'll upgrade him to tier 2. Okay, nothing to do but cross our fingers again, see what they decide. I won't be real surprised if they attack us. Interesting. Okay. That's... yeah, there was certainly there was a reasonable chance that would happen. So he's afraid to attack us, which means this is going to be a little bit more time-consuming for us. But it's okay. We do have the strategic advantage over him at this point, and that's really what matters. If we wanted a fast campaign, we would not have used all of the mods that we're using to slow the campaign down. So it suits me fine. Their garrison is just going to slowly take a little bit of attrition damage.
Dissolve their flesh.
We probably, yeah, crushing defeat at this point, so we're still more or less in the same boat as we were last turn. All he's going to be able to do, though, with his lord, is do a little bit of raiding, which is a very minor nuisance at this point. Not that money is not important to us, but I don't imagine his raiding is going to do all that much damage to our economy. And, of course, public order is not a big concern right now. Let's go ahead and just take another look here at the diplomacy.
Master of death.
Still absolutely refuse to consider peace negotiations with us. As long as this right here stays Skaven, I feel okay about Helmengorst. Let's go ahead and give this another end turn. So this alone is going to not appeal to many players and many viewers, and I'm well aware of that. However, I will say I consider it much more realistic that walled cities don't consistently fall turn after turn after turn, because historically, and yes, I realize this is not a historical title, this is a fantasy title, but even so, walled cities should be major accomplishments to take them. They should be brutal, bloody affairs to conquer. And certainly historically, most of the time when you had a well-defended fortress or walled city, the attacking army would have to basically lay siege to it and wear it down for a while. Not just causing attrition, but really to build up their own sort of safe routes of attack. For whatever reason, he's not even raiding. I thought he'd move into here and start raiding us, but he's sort of screwed, basically. He doesn't know what to do. So we have an objective to increase our armies, which will happen actually relatively soon, I think, with a Nurgle campaign. Let's go ahead and let's get him upgraded, because it's going to be a few turns before we take Dreadrock. Meanwhile, we're getting 5 per turn on the infections. Every little bit helps. And let's just make sure this is still Skaven. It is. That's good. Of course, we're not the only ones who are slowed down by the campaign movement mod. The AI factions are nerfed by it a bit as well. So that could explain why Gorst is taking a little bit longer than normal to work his way over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get things moving on here. Maybe one more turn will be enough for us to feel comfortable attacking. Can't wait for forever, that's for sure. It's going to take, 7 more turns for us to take it automatically. I'm definitely not going to wait that long, largely because we need to start preparing for Gorst. Let's see how much we've whittled down his forces at this point. Okay. This is good. Base weapon damage plus 20. That'll help us to be able to actually inflict some damage in the exchange, because that's one thing that Nurgle units are quite bad at doing. Let's go ahead and take Contaminating Claws. That's a fast one. And I'll eventually come back to Highly Infectious, but it's not a priority. Okay. Alrighty, we're doing okay. We're getting closer to the point where we'll have 1,000 gold per turn. And how long before we get another growth point? Oh, we're already there. So whenever we take Dread Rock, we'll be able to upgrade it to tier 2 as soon as we have 2,000 gold. Let's now take a look here at the battle results. Okay, if we wanted to auto-resolve it, we obviously could, and we could do so without losing any units. So again, anyone who's interested in auto-resolving, then that's obviously a good option. For me, I'm not going to do that, even though I do recognize how awful Nurgle is on siege attacking. I'm going to give it one more turn. Let's go ahead and get let's get one more of these. I think that's all we'll be able to do. I'm going to be able to spread him out and hit multiple gates at the same time. I think one more turn is the right balance.
I'll dissect them.
Just okay. This is a concern right here. Maybe we should go ahead and do it this turn. The good news is Gorst is not going to be able to reach us in one turn. In vanilla, he could. You can get, I'm pretty sure, from Scrap Towers down to Shattered Stone Bay in one turn, but you can't do it with the campaign movement mod. So if he does declare war on us next turn, we will cancel the production of Shattered Stone Bay. It's worth the exchange to lose this in order to gain Dread Rock. And I'm also going to have to not have my army completely depleted from taking Dread Rock, so I don't want to risk losing units for sure, and I'd really rather not have massive casualties. So we're going to give it one more turn. We're going to attack one way or the other. If Gorst does attack us, then we're going to basically just accept that we're going to lose Shattered Stone Bay. All right, let's do this. Let me just make sure that they're still at war. Okay, so probably the fact that Clan Treacherix still exists. With luck, maybe Helman Gorst will not declare war on us until he has finished them off.
Secret.
Okay, fingers crossed anyway. Okay, so there's Gorst. He did not declare war on us. Okay. All right. We've made a few mistakes so far in this campaign, but if we can go ahead and take Dread Rock here, then I will feel like we are in pretty good shape. So let's go ahead and do this. Decisive victory at this point. Oh, I didn't get the... Oh, no, that's okay. I think... Yeah, I've got 3 battering rams. That's what I expected. Okay. His army is pretty well depleted. Our army is in pretty good shape. We've got 3 battering rams plus 1 siege attacking unit. So we can hit 4 gates at the same time. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out that not a single one of our units can even use the siege towers. But we'll be okay. I think if we do this smart, we can win this without losing any units. And I'm sure a lot of players are like, what do you mean losing any units? This should be a decisive victory. But his leadership and his melee defense are buffed because of the settlement, the garrison boost mod. And then in addition to that, his towers will do some damage to us. Look at this. We could actually attack from right here. And his towers can't even hit us. Ooh. I was going to completely spread out. But... Wait a minute. Are you telling me that my Nurgling units can't even use... Oh, no, here we go. Oh, that's interesting. They gave Oedipus. Well, you want to drop that, buddy. You don't want to be the one on a battering ram. You probably would be okay on a battering ram. But let me just make sure that my Nurgling units can't use the battering rams. Which one was abandoned? Okay, abandon all three of them, please. Nurgling unit, can you... You cannot, okay. Alright, well that's why they picked these three units, because my Nurglings literally are useless and cannot do anything in a siege battle. Let's get all of our Nurglings here. So he has to put units here. Let's hide our beast. Can we even hide him? He cannot hide in the woods, huh? We'll get him over here as well. You guys too, everybody over here. I don't want this tower to be able to hit us, so we'll actually put them over here, and if it can hit them from there, we'll just have to move them slightly. You guys, let's get a battering ram at this gate down here, the ones that are furthest from where we actually plan on making the attack. And you up here. Okay. So I'm hopefully doing this correctly, where we're going to have nothing at the one gate that we actually plan to attack at. And we're going to move everybody over here. Well, we're first of all going to start with the Beast of Nurgle. He's going to move over there and start attacking it, followed by Kugath. And then we'll probably have, unless they don't defend these gates, which I'm assuming they will, then we may just have our Plague Bearers drop the battering rams and get out of their tower range. Okay. Let's see how this works. Might be making a huge mistake. I'm assuming the Nurglings can't climb up on the walls either. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay. Start battle. You attack there. You attack there. Nurglings, you guys go ahead and get over here. You guys as well. You... Were they defending with? Not much. We'll go ahead and commit to the attack so that they can't move every single unit. Why are you not moving? Nurgle, please move. Although actually, I take that back. Oh, Kugath. Actually, with them all clustered up like this, why are you not moving? Oh my goodness, why are you not attacking? Okay. Alright, Kugath. Let's get Stream of Corruption going. Let's speed things up a little bit here first. What are you doing? Alright. Oh, gosh darn it, I just did it again. I was trying to move a unit and I accidentally cast my spell. Man, how many mistakes have I made so far in this campaign? Too many. Definitely too many. Okay. You guys slowly but surely moving forward. He actually doesn't have the tower shooting at us, so that's good. And same thing on this side, so that's good. Kugoth. Alright, now we can maybe cast a stream of corruption. Not quite yet. Let's do it on these guys. Okay, that didn't really do a whole lot. Less than I was hoping for. Let's go ahead and speed things up a bit. How's our beast doing? He's doing okay. Alright. Time for... Let's see, I think this should ricochet and maybe do double damage to some of his units here. Some of his models. Yeah, a little bit. Worked out okay. Alright, we're going to move the bulk of our army one way or the other, whichever one makes more strategic sense. Boy, he's slow. Speed things up. Okay, he's now taking some damage here. Oh, just from javelins, that's fine. He is probably taking damage from javelins as well. Kugoth, you can hit these guys. This could be really good. Okay, I didn't quite do that perfectly. I will in the next one, however. Let's try this again, a little bit closer to them this time. Maybe like this. Nope. Still not, either it's not ricocheting the way that I thought it would, or I'm still a little bit too far away when I cast that. Let's speed things up. How's this gate doing? Yeah, only at half health. The gates are definitely tougher now than they used to be. This one is not even anywhere near half yet. Wait a minute, what was... Oh! Our plague bears! Very nice. Yeah, move on in. See no reason to not do that. And maybe, let's see what his javelins do. This guy also. Move on in. So he's only got one unit now at each of these, and they're not even melee units, so good opportunity. Ooh, hello. Damn it, I just misclicked again. How many streams of corruption can I waste? That is the question. Alright, so this gate right here is... yeah, still over 20,000. This one is 12,000. Go ahead and see if you can do some work on them. You guys too. They should be... my plague bear should be able to destroy these cohorts long before his other units get there. I hope. Okay. Got another stream of corruption here. Get a little bit of both of those units, maybe. Okay. Let's go and get all of the Nurglings. No. Let's get half the Nurglings this way. And half the Nurglings this way. The beast is fine. You guys... let's get you going up there as well. And you guys, you can come over this way. Captured a victory point, that's good. Should be doing pretty good damage on... okay, yeah, these skinks right here are going down quickly. These skinks over here taking some damage, but they're holding on a little bit. Let's speed things up just a tad. Gates are yours. Let's go ahead and get Oedipus over here. How are we doing on this gate? 13,800, and Kugoth just about broken through this one. Let's get all of our Nurgles ready to charge on in. Let's get Kugoth in here. Let's get Oedipus in here. And let's get you guys hitting his spears. How are we doing here? Okay. I think you guys can handle this fight. If you can keep them occupied, that's worthwhile. You guys, are they not broken? They're shaken. Wow. Interesting. And these guys, these javelins that I thought were doing better are actually already... Oh no, they're still there. They're steady, actually. Okay. Alright. Kugoth, let's go ahead and blast these guys. How are... I totally forgot these guys up here on the wall. You get in there. You 5 get on them. Now, one of you get on them. And can I even attack them? I can attack them, okay. Alright. How are we looking on these gates right here? Just gotta have patience, really, when you're fighting siege battles. And don't make any mistakes. Now, I've made some mistakes, but they were pretty minor mistakes for the most part. Let's go ahead and hit his general unit. Got a couple more streams of corruption yet to cast. Is he doing okay? He broke the javelins. That's good. I don't really want to lose these plague bearer units, so hopefully we won't. Let's go ahead and get him up here. You guys, not really anything to do yet for another 2,000 points. Let's just move you closer, I suppose. Okay, everybody here now on them. Kugoth. Let's go ahead and do one more stream of corruption. I'm surprised we haven't gotten... You go ahead and hit them. There we go. Finally. Surprised we haven't gotten the message about victory is in our grasp yet. Let's go ahead and get these guys heading up there. We'll send one of them over to here. He's doing okay. He's still not facing any threat. Kugoth. Let's go ahead and nerf their attacking there. They should be in pretty bad shape now. Okay. Gates are ours, that's good. Let's go ahead and get our faster units up there as well. Okay, let's just go ahead and start speeding things up. I don't really like doing fast forward on battles, because I just find I enjoy games much more when I'm not trying to rush through them. Okay, let's get Kugoth headed up this way. Now let's actually get him here. Oedipus too. The thing is, I'm trying to find the balance between not boring the audience and also, you know, not rushing through things. So there is a balance. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I will find it eventually. Let's go ahead and get you guys headed up that way. They took back these gates right there. That's fine. Don't really care about that. Keep him going. He's got no units there, it looks like, so we'll go ahead and take it. How are we doing here? A little bit worried that we're going to lose this unit, but tell you what'll help. Let's pull them back. What were they fighting there? Let's get the Nurglings on that unit. Let's get them hitting them from behind. Okay, they broke. That's good. There we go. All right. Excellent. It's a big win. Big win and a good place to basically now start to prepare for the much tougher war against Gorst. Okay. And we can now start to think about which of our plagues we want to unlock. I think probably... Oh, wait a minute. I can't forget that he still has one general roaming around. Not that that's any kind of a threat, but it is going to be a nuisance that we have to take care of. Let's go ahead and occupy. We'll take the bonus against Lizardmen, but it'll probably be a very long time before we fight Lizardmen, another Lizardman faction. Got some ranks, that's good. We're definitely going to want to get Dreadrock upgraded. Okay, so let's take a look here at our plagues. I think we want to do the Crumbling Ague first, just for the replenishment rate. It is also nice to be able to have the Pestilence and Mucus runs, which I forget which one does it, but there's Mucus runs. Yeah, Vanguard deployment. That's quite nice for Nurgle since they're so slow. So what that means is we're going to want to get another Lord. I don't think I can afford another Lord yet. I cannot. 1,600 or 1,200. Okay. Once we can afford it, we'll get another Lord. We'll start spreading our plagues around a bit more between two different armies. And then we'll focus on getting... there's Pestilence. We'll unlock Pestilence first, and then we'll go all out for Mucus runs, I guess. And it's going to take a while because we need 50 spreads of the Ague before we will unlock that. Even at 8 per turn, that's going to take a little while. Okay, Nurgling Tide. This is something I really don't even use hardly ever. I don't know if the Nurglings that he summons with this ability receive the same bonuses as the others. Presumably they will, but I don't know for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and take it because thematically, that's what we want to do. We want to basically lean in to Kugoth's specializations. Okay, did we get any new magic items? We did not. Okay. All right, commandment available. That's always good. We might want to do the infrastructure. We don't have to worry about the Nurgle corruption right now. Plague duration will be a possibility once we start. But I'm actually going to go with, I think, control right now and a reduction to campaign movement for enemies and a a slight deduction, I should say, from our recruitment costs. I'm not going to recruit anything just yet, though. This army is obviously strong enough to take on him, but also I think we'll be able to take on a Nurgle army, except for that Mortis engine. That Mortis engine is what really scares me about Helmengorst, and I don't think a couple of extra Nurglings is going to make any difference when it comes to that. So, no point in recruiting anything right now. Let's go ahead and just take a look here at the diplomacy. What? I saw a 1 here, so okay, so they might be interested in military access, but quite frankly, I'm not interested in it, so not a big deal. Let's go ahead and cross our fingers that Gorst doesn't attack us again. Okay, one more turn of reprieve, that's good. Now I wonder if Sotek here is going to hurl themselves at us and wipe himself out. That would suit me fine. Couldn't reach, otherwise he would have. It's all good. We'll wipe him out now, and then that will be a good place to wrap up this episode, I think. Contaminating claws, that's good. We can start to move on to the next. Oh, and we'll even get an extra total 1,000 favor for it. 8 technologies, that's actually going to take us a little while. But as I was saying, we at least can now start researching the next tier. Casualty replenishment rate for Nurglings, I think that's a good one. Slowly but surely we will start to get some better technologies online. And for now, let's go ahead and wipe him out. So here's a question. Is this an acceptable one to go ahead and do an auto-resolve of? I'm assuming we'll lose no units, yeah. Yeah, I think in the interest of just not taking forever, let's go ahead and do it.
Nurgle's love shields us.
Did not realize that was not going to kill him. Is he going to retreat? He is. Can we even attack him a second time?
Perfect.
Yes, we can. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Wipe him out. That's the end of that faction. I almost feel a little dirty just for even doing those 2 auto resolves, but I think it was a good decision probably. Okay, faction destroyed. I said Sotek, of course it's not. It's Tepak. I don't speak Lizardman. They all look the same to me. Okay, that's a good one. Talisman gained 7% physical resistance. That's good. I am going to have to remember to apply this, however, in the next episode, because that's where we're going to leave it for now for this one. And yeah, okay. I feel pretty happy these first 2 episodes to be able to secure the Dragon Isles. I think that's a good start for us. Now comes the real big test, which is Helmengorst and his Mortis engine, plus his own buffs to zombies, plus his own personal effect in combat. It's all going to be a pretty significant challenge. Tougher anyway than the Lizardmen were. But in any case, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's going to all have to come in the next few episodes. And until then, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.